Fantastic, folks. Here we are for another educational video where we will show and teach you how we generated this profit in the American stock market during the market's drop. US equities. Today is April 7th, and you know that the market is struggling with tariffs, right? Imposed by the Trump administration, and the markets are making huge downward movements, creating many opportunities from the fall. What do you mean, Gustavo, a chance to profit from the drop? I'll explain that now, but first, please subscribe to our page, share with friends, and leave a like and subscribe to notifications. Why? Because we have daily classes like this explaining how our day-to-day works, all right? So let's proceed, everyone. Many people look and say, oh, I can't, Gustavo, do that. Earning money from the drop, that seems insane to me. I can't understand it. I usually clarify that making money from the decline is a regular practice in trading today, especially in e-commerce. When you decide to buy something for yourself, for your routine and your residence, frequently the items you wish to buy aren't available right away. So the merchant says, look, if you want this sofa, it costs $2,000. You pay me and I will take 40 days to deliver this sofa to you, okay? He just completed a sale based on you guys, and that's perfectly normal. There's no crime or issue with that. Why is it normal and not a crime? Precisely because he guaranteed his sale, and afterward he'll take your money and rush to a supplier, order or purchase that sofa at a lower price to ensure his profit margin and deliver it to you, which takes around 30 to 40, 60 days, and it's the same in the industry. We, due to our trend knowledge, will recognize the point of decrease. When we identify that in the upcoming weeks the stock may drop, what's our move? We shout, hey folks, who wants to buy Apple shares from me? Because we've noticed that the price of this stock is decreasing. You'll come and say, hey, Apple is 213 reais, who wants to buy from me? Countless individuals will purchase this Apple from you, and you will wait for it to fall. For example, here at 213, it dropped to 188. You repurchase this stock and deliver it to the person you made the deal with. From 188 to 213, that's 198. 208 gives $25 of profit from the drop. It's the same as if you bought it and waited for it to rise $25. You sold it and waited for a $25 drop, and that was your profit, all right? Very good. That's how a short sale works, folks. However, we have a tool in the market called options, which is an options contract, which appreciates when it drops. So instead of selling the $213, we buy an option. So we have until May 16th, 2025 to get rid of this option. And we identified that day that there was an option being traded here at $8.65. The main point is we bought this $8 here in our club. We said, hey everyone, there's a great opportunity here. This is a worthwhile opportunity for us to make this investment. The market experienced a downturn. The price of $8.65 appeared and we bought. Here we purchased lots of 100. So the minimum investment here was $865. I acquired 2 lots. I bought 200 shares from this Apple company. 1 week later, my $8 were worth less. Then the stock increased. Those 2 $8 went down to $4. I was losing money. However, we only invest here after performing a calculation known as risk management, to avoid investing too much and being exposed to a risk greater than we can afford to lose. So basically we had this entry. For 2 weeks, those $8 dropped to $4. Then came the Trump tariffs. When the Trump tariffs hit, Apple fell by 13%. That week, the $8 rose to $24.47, friends. This demonstrates the profit potential we have in a situation like this with Apple's drop. It is indeed very, very, very powerful. This is how we make a lot of money in the market. And all of this was mentioned, it was posted, it was discussed in the daily live streams, it was followed week by week. And now we have profit here to collect. So those $8.65 turned into $24.47. Let's do the math on how much this meant financially for us. So let's get started. I bought 200 options at $8.65. So $1,730 was invested. Fairly inexpensive, right? These same 200 options became $24.47. So we have 200 multiplied by 24.47, $4,894. Here is the magic of the business, my friends. $4,894, investing just $1,730. You're probably thinking, wow, Gustavo, I have there. And if I had purchased 100,000, would I be a millionaire? Yes, but only if you have the space and courage to profit and invest that 100,000. To give you an idea, my bank account has $100,000. So it's an account we use for real operations. So $100,000 divided by $4,894, that translates to a profit margin of 4.89%. A profit of 4.89%. This is based on our entire wealth, everything, not just a portion, but all of our assets. I used only 1,700 and earned 4.89% on everything we own. This shows the strength of options during a personal drop. So when we chat on social media, you really should take advantage of this. Hey buddy, you need to make the most of this. This is what we mean. Gustavo, 4% is not much. I'll wait for a bigger drop. Let's do a quick and easy calculation. Regarding the $100,000, 4.89, 89, 84, 4.89% per month over a period of 10 years. This is not what we are offering you, but we are just putting it into a compound interest calculator. What is the potential here? Of appreciation. So in 10 years, if you do one operation like this per month, it reaches $30 million. Absurd, right? It's truly ridiculous. Will this occur monthly? Maybe, maybe not. No promises here. However, what we are demonstrating here is the potential of this operation, the extent to which this operation was absurd, folks. In other words, we have a lot of opportunity from falling stocks. This is an example we seized with Apple shares. I aim to clarify all the important points here. If it makes sense for you to understand and participate, learn and engage in the upcoming operations, our club is open for you. Take care, everyone. Bye.